Last week, you might remember that I was being a total AI geek and so excited about OpenAI's 12 Days of Christmas that they're releasing 12 new components to the OpenAI platform for us to be able to use and continue to work with inside of ChatGPT and OpenAI. All of you guys know that ChatGPT is my favorite platform to use. I've used the other ones. I'm thinking maybe next week I might do some updates with Gemini because they've come out with a ton of new stuff too that I probably want to update you guys on. But today I want to follow up and make this part two. And since that time, they have released days 5 through 9. So day 5, and you can go back and listen to days 1 through 4, ton of really cool things they released. But day 5, they released new AI integrations. So they have released the Apple integrations. You can basically go, if you're an Apple user, an iPhone user, your Mac, an iPad, you can go in there now under settings and it's called, what are they calling it? AI integrations, I think is what they're calling it. You can go down and it's called, I remember now, Apple Intelligence. You go down, you scroll down to Apple Intelligence in your settings in your iPhone or whatever, and it's under Siri settings. You set it up, you turn it on. I went to turn mine on and it actually added me to a wait list. So I don't have access to it yet. I think iPhone 16 users do have full access to it, and it's going to be like coming out to other users later. I'm an i15 Pro or something. I don't even know what my level of phone is, but it's not the newest one, the 16. So that is a new feature inside of there. And the things it can do is it can hand off to Siri if you like tell Siri to come on and listen to you. I hope she doesn't pop on my iPhone right now. Listen to you. You can basically tell Siri to a question and it's going to determine if ChatGPT would be a better option to answer that question. So now it's going to defer to ChatGPT to answer your question. So Siri just got a whole lot smarter. They also have enhanced AI-enabled camera functionalities within your iPhone or your computer and all that stuff if you're using a Mac. Basically, what that means is you can interface with ChatGPT with the video, right? But now they've incorporated it into the video session. Like if you turn on your video on your iPhone, I believe this is how it works. You could just like turn on the ChatGPT enabled like conversation with the video and it will interact with you video wise. I talked about that some last week. It's super cool. Day 6, Santa mode. They released this thing called Santa mode. This is cool for kids. You can like go into the text version on your phone and put the voice button and you could say, hey, I want to talk to Santa. And it sounds just like Santa Claus. And your kids can have a full-on conversation with Santa Claus. Christmas list, ask Santa what he's doing, what he's up to. It's OpenAI, obviously talking back, but it's super advanced and it sounds like you're interacting with Santa Claus. So that is enabled through, I think, the day after Christmas, possibly. And then the video integration in advanced mode, they also released that on day 6. So what that means is now if you go into, it used to just be voice mode where you could press voice mode, you could talk to ChatGPT. Now they have a video button. You press the video button and you can show it, like the example they showed is you can show your video within ChatGPT to, the guy had like a coffee set, like the pour over coffees where you like, put the grounds down, you pour the hot water over and it makes a great cup of coffee or whatever. And it was showing the video to ChatGPT. He was like, walk me through how to do this. And I was like, oh my God. So ChatGPT knew exactly what the setup was and walked him through every step of how to do that task. So, I'm thinking like car mechanics, fixing things in your house. Like you just turn on this video feature and ChatGPT is going to walk you how to fix it in real time through the video functionality, which is amazing to me. And, in a therapist perspective, I'm thinking like once it's HIPAA compliant or even with Bastion GPT, which is HIPAA compliant, if they had this video thing enabled, can your client talk into it, like have it analyze facial features and all of that stuff? Hit done, send the chat to their therapist, and you could see like interactions that ChatGPT is interpreting for what this client's talking about in that video, that real-time video that they're doing on ChatGPT. Like there's so many implications for this. And I actually put two blog posts on my website. I'll give you the links about these innovations and how you can incorporate them into work with your clients. It just blows my mind completely. Day 7, project uploads. Upload files to ChatGPT. So this is huge. almost once a week, somebody asks me, Kim, how do you organize all that stuff inside of ChatGPT? Now they have project folders. So it's essentially like a Google Drive where you can have folders with all of your chats and everything that's connected. You can drag and drop them into these project files now. So you can have just like a project, name it something, and you can keep things like way more organized than before. So that's amazing. That was so needed. Day 8, they have released search functionality to everyone. So everyone now can immediately search the web with ChatGPT instead of using Google or something like that. It's so cool. The paid users already had this, but now they've released it to everybody, free subscribers and everything. So you just go in with the search enabled in ChatGPT and you just say, I'm gluten free. Like, what are the top 5 gluten free restaurants in my area? It's going to go out, search the web, come back, give you a list. It's going to give you pictures. It's going to give you directions. It's going to give you like the features of the menu. It's going to do it all in a really comprehensive way. And then, of course, you can interact with it like, hey, which one has the best Italian? And it's going to like scan it again and say, I think this place would be the best gluten free Italian for you. And you could do that. There's so many use cases for this. I just can't even spend time talking about all of them. There's a million ways to use it. Super exciting. If you guys haven't used that yet and you've got the free version, go try it. It's really cool. They give you the option to install like a plugin in your Chrome browser, which I did install. So now ChatGPT is my default search engine. Instead of going to Google, it goes right to ChatGPT and gives me like an analysis of whatever I'm Googling. Not Googling, but ChatGPTing, which, might be a new phrase. I don't know. And then day 9, which is today. And of course, there's going to be a few more days after this. I don't even know what in the world else they can release. This one is a little bit more advanced for me. It's a little over my head, but it's basically what they call the developer playground. So it's not the OpenAI.com or the ChatGPT.com website. It's their developer playground. But apparently they have released advanced reasoning with the API coding inside of the development platform. And the experiment that they showed basically is this guy uploaded like his tax forms that he already filled out that he was going to submit to the IRS. And he went into this developer playground and he said, I want you to analyze these forms with your advanced reasoning techniques and strategies and tell me, what did I miss on this form? Did I miss any deductions? Did I add it up wrong? All of this stuff. So it checked. He uploaded 4 different pages of his tax forms and it checked every single one of them, gave him a lot of feedback around it, suggested tax deductions and all of this stuff. And, I don't even know. It blows my mind, everything that you can do in there. I need to brush up on that myself. So who knows, maybe I'll bring an expert in one day into the AI club to help us with that. So that's day 9. That's up to date as of right now. This was released this morning. I just watched that video, so I haven't even watched the whole thing yet, but it's just super cool. And we still have day 10, 11, and 12 with their new releases. So if you're into ChatGPT at all, I would say go check this stuff out. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm going to be watching for days 10, 11, and 12 with ChatGPT. I can't even imagine what else they're going to be releasing for the rest of the 12 days of Christmas that they're releasing. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. And again, Kim Tolson, the clinical consultant to Berries, BERRIES.ICU/therapist is the link to go check out Berries if you haven't done that already. They're amazing. And we've got really cool product updates coming soon. I'm actually releasing a video probably tomorrow on my YouTube channel about some of the newest updates that just came out, which are, you can keep a client record now. You can toggle off where you would normally like have it set so it would just delete your client notes after 30 days. Now you can make a client file. You can keep all their notes there. It won't erase them if you toggle that setting off. It keeps the treatment plans. It gives you a nice little session summary. So right before you hop into your session, if you had that client selected now, it'll just tell you what you talked about last time, like real quickly, like a little brief AI synopsis. So it's like, oh yeah, that's what we talked about right before you hop in the session. I don't know if you do that, but I'm always like, what do we talk about? Oh my gosh, what do we talk about? But this just tells you right there. And it's right before you hop into your session. You read it, you hit record, and you're in the session with the client. It's amazing. All right, you guys have a great week. I'll see you next time.